Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So we've just had the preview article go up and it is absolutely jam-packed full of awesome 40k stuff and also some Forge World stuff which you can use in the Horus Heresy of course, but you can also use in Warhammer 40,000. So let's jump in and let's go through it all because there is some nice things for you Deathguard players. Let's start off with what I personally think is the biggest thing in this article is the Combat Patrol for Deathguard, and it looks like this Combat Patrol is probably the best one we've got so far. Comparing it to the Space Marine stuff, I am loving the look of this Combat Patrol. So it says in the article, the Chosen of Nurgle arise in a force to spread the vigilant plagues of the devoted grandfather with a brand new Combat Patrol set packed with everything you need to begin your campaign of Contagion in the 41st millennium. So you get Typhus here, you get a Herald of Nurgle, you get some Plague Marines, Poxwalkers, a Biologist, Purifier, sorry I completely butchered that word, but just look at it. Look at that Combat Patrol box set. That is, it's great. That is literally one of the best combat patrols I've seen. Actually putting a named character in there as well is something that we haven't had so far. There's an argument that if you want to buy multiple of these boxes, then you're going to have multiple named characters. So that's why, you know, we haven't seen named characters so far. But this, personally, this is what I want. I want to see named characters like the big boys put in these Combat Patrol boxes because for me, that would make me buy these boxes. So it's nice to see that Typhus is getting his day in the sun in this box. Now, of course, with the other releases, we're getting the Deathguard Codex and you got to get two options, the normal one and the Special Edition Codex, which is just, you know, a big piece of the artwork, really. It doesn't have that massive Warhammer 40,000 article above it. That's really the only big difference. It has a different type of finishing on the book, but I've always said, just buy the normal book. Unless you want something to look nice on your shelf. Yeah, you know, a lot of people do that. We're getting some Deathguard cards as well. There's no dice because, you know, we're probably still in the same release where we had the other Deathguard stuff where you got the dice last time. So there's no new Deathguard dice, even though I would like some new Deathguard dice. Just normal Deathguard dice with the Deathguard symbol on the 6 and then just normal numbers and stuff. Sometimes they do make them a bit too fancy, but we've spoken about that before. Secondly, of course, when it comes to new models, we have the brand new, what's this guy called now? The Lord of Virgilants. Am I pronouncing that right? Yeah, probably not, but screw it. It says a fearsome leader clad in ancient mutilated Terminator armor and ready to dispense his god's blessing from the barrel of their plague spewer. We've all seen this guy before. We all know he was coming, but it's a brand new model for you Deathguard players. And in terms of another new model, we have the new piece of terrain, which you've seen in the background once again. I actually do like the look of this. I know we got previewed some of its bonuses. Does it like put you in light cover? If I'm not mistaken, that was one of the rules. I'm sure it's going to have other things in this codex when it comes to the rules. And on the terms of rules, just for a quick second, I've stated this a couple of times now already. I personally think that the Deathguard stuff is probably going to be some of the most powerful stuff on the tabletop. Yes, I'm probably, you know, jumping ahead of the gun. I haven't seen the codex or anything, but just thinking of, you know, 2 wound Marines in Deathguard colours really sends chills down my spine. Now, there's another new little box. When I say new, it's not really new, but it's a new box. It says, even more reinforcements for Deathguard arrive in the form of the Chosen of Mortarion, an essential set of 3 champions that's perfect for adding a few faces to your ward band. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, these are the chaps that you could only get from the Dark Imperium box. Well, I think the Bell guy was the chap you can only get from the Dark Imperium box, and a lot of people were saying, and rightly so, hey, why is this chap not being sold separately? You know, you're no longer selling Dark Imperium box, why can't I get this guy separately? So, yes, I welcome this. I welcome everyone to get, you know, more models as much as they can. They're brilliant looking models. The Deathguard range, actually, in 40k is probably one of the most stunning ranges that we have. I know Heresy called the Bloody Inquisition, but just looking at all the stuff on it, it really is a nice army to look at. And pushing on to Forge World, finally, we have the Night Lord Terminators. Remember when these chaps were previewed? I think it was like nearly 9 months ago or something mad like that. I know Umbra, one of my mods on my channel, for those of you who come to my live streams, he always bloody goes on about them every single stream, say, where there's a goddamn Night Lord Terminators. Well, finally, they're here now. They absolutely do look fantastic. Skin, chain, bloody swords and all the awesome stuff that you think of Night Lords, you know, all the chains and all the skulls and, as I said, skin and stuff. So yeah, very, very Night Lord looking. And I've always said there's nothing to stop to using these in like 40k. I know the rules won't be able to use, but you can just use these as in like Night Lord Terminators and stuff in Warhammer 40,000. The rule of cool, as I mentioned before, it's all about looking the most fabulous, the most best you possibly can. And I think these Terminators definitely bring that to the battlefield. So yes, it's very, very nice to see that these are going to be getting some love from Forge World, and hopefully you Night Lord players will love them as well. And lastly, let's talk about books, because this is probably what everyone's going to be fighting for when these go on pre-order. We have the Mortis book by John French, which is the next book in the Siege of Terror series, and we have the Alfarius book by Mike Brooks as well. Both in limited edition, both limited to 2,500 copies each. I say this every bloody time. These go on pre-order at 10 a.m. on the GW website where you are in the world. But we've had a problem with the last few couple of months, last few couple of years, where scalpers come on, they buy as much as possible. These books then are up on eBay for triple, quadruple sometimes the bloody cost, and it is disgusting. My advice to you chaps would be get on to the GW website 10 minutes earlier. So if you're from the UK, get on at 9:50 and start hitting that F5 key, because I've seen these things go live before the guaranteed time of 10 a.m. So get on there, hit your F5 keys, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll get one in your basket, you'll be able to buy it, and you'll be able to put it on your shelf and add to your collection. My fingers are crossed because I need that Mortis one. I have all the books so far from the Siege of Terror. They've been a fantastic read. I'm loving that series more than anything else. It's just epic to get this conclusion to the Horus Heresy, the Imperial Fist, White Scars, Blood Angels, fighting all the traitors and stuff. It's absolutely epic. So, yes, cannot wait to get my hands on that. Fingers crossed I managed to get it. Alright, Chaperonios, that is me done for another video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. As always, I would love to get your thoughts and feedback. Deathguard players, are you liking what you're seeing? Night Lord players, are you finally happy to get your Terminators? People who are going to be buying the books, what books are you after? Do you think you got a chance at buying it? Post it all down below and we'll have a nice little chat as we always do. See you now. Have a great day and bye-bye.